It's your boy Marlon. Top of the morning, epic dialogue. This is what I wanted to talk about because I saw some things on here that was very concerning to me on TikTok. I saw this thing called the Rapture coming on this Tuesday on the 23rd, and I'm like thinking to myself, how do people come up with this understanding? But then it brought even a more important part to me, how disconnected people are to their word and why that is important. See, if you're a believer, we have a set of guidelines and rules. Each set of guidelines and rules is called the Word of God, right? The Old Testament and the New Testament, 66 books. And we even have extra biblical texts that we can study. For people to be this disconnected from the Word and to watch them follow after one after the other without even questioning or even knowing with a surety to understand how this is supposed to go down is very disheartening to me. Now, the first thing I want to point out is, Christ specifically said, he told, this is coming out of his mouth. No man, no, not the angels in heaven, no one but the Father knows the day. Okay, now he's speaking from the point that, hey, ain't nobody gonna know this but me and my Father is gonna know this. Nobody knows when I'm coming back. So how do we leapfrog this understanding? And this is very elementary if you would have just read your notes. It's just like we was in school. We could always tell the people that's gonna get F's and flunk their test because they didn't spend time reading their textbook and filling out the correct answers. Back in my day anyway. Today y'all got computers and y'all got ChatGPT to give you all the answers. But in my day and age, you had to study your curriculum. And I'm pretty sure that's the way it is in a lot of these universities when you go to school today and when you go out, that you study your review sheets, your books, your text, and all of these things so that you can give the correct answer. But how you come up with an incorrect understanding if you got a connection to your word? And this is the point. This is what devastates me the most, is that you profess yourself to be a believer, yet you out here spitting this crazy rhetoric. This is what I'm talking about. This is a very disheartening thing for me. And then secondly, you wonder how we have not seen an antichrist. I believe speaks of an antichrist coming, right? And I believe Paul talks about this man being able to send a strong delusion so that the non-believers will believe the lie. See, the people that's not going to believe the lie are the people that are connected to their word. See, this is really a testimony of your faith, how much you understand your word. And a lot of y'all don't understand your word. You just run around like a chicken with your head cut off, selling your houses, quitting your jobs. And what use would that do if the rapture was actually coming? Isn't that supposed to be an event where he comes in the twinkling of the eye? Now, I'm not even sure there is a rapture by my understanding of the scriptures anyway, but most people that have an understanding of the rapture, usually they root it in some measure with what is written in the word. So they have a basis for their synopsis. But to see all these people talk about the rapture is coming on this day, this hour, that's funny because I believe Christ said no man knew the hour. So it's easy to find these people that are phony, fake, and don't know their word. Man, y'all need to get in a Bible-based, whoever you fellowship with, whoever you spend time with, make sure you get in your word and you understand.